Welcome to episode 87 of We Have Issues. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Stevie Wildcard.
And every week, Stevie Wildcard and I get together and we do our best to take all of the issues that we have in the world and feed them to a crazy alien man-eating plant. That's what we do. We feed them to man-eating plants and the plant grows and we become celebrities, Steven. It's beautiful. So my son was just asking me about Little Shop of Horrors. Like I like mentioned it in, like I said, like, feed me, like in passing. And he's like, what's that from? And I just explained it to him. And I was like, how do I explain? It's a man-eating, blood-sucking vampire, like alien plant. I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to say it to him and just kind of like get it out there. And it was funny. Like I explained the plot to him, like as kind of like mediocrely as just kind of like modestly or like moderately rather is better, like moderately as I could. And he was like down for it. He's like, is there any part I can watch? And I was like, yeah, there are several parts you can watch and I'll show you all those parts. Anyway, so every week Steve and I get together and we do our best to take all of our problems, get rid of them, and we make something in the world. Most recently, we've been working on a supernatural action comedy comic called Deathless, and I am in the middle of flatting all the colors. I'm doing as much color as I can. Steven's still doing all the freaking amazing, beautiful art for the pages. Steven, you wanted to draw and ink a couple pages this week, or what did you get done?
I got page, was it 17 now? I keep forgetting what page I'm on, but I think it's like 17. So the scene where he enters the hotel room and all that. But I finished it, and it's right here.
Other side, Steven?
Other side. It's right here.
Right there.
I finished page 17 this week, and here it is right here.
Right there. We showed it twice because he failed the first time.
Oh, man, he doesn't do those nice edits for me that he does for himself.
I throw Steven under the bus and I edit all my ums out. Let's do this. No. Well, I mean, now I have to leave it in because we said that thing and it was funnier.
It's disgusting.
So this week, so every week we get together and we talk about what we've done and what we're doing. I freaking colored this beautiful page right here. I haven't really been sharing my colored pages because it's a little, it's a difficult process to save them and send them and do all that stuff to myself and different various devices, and I don't want to do it. But there it is. I think it looks really good. The next page is freaking daunting, Steven. The next page is a beast. It is a mess. It is the crazy magical summoning page in which there is all the magic in the world. Now, I'm going to do my best. I'll show you what I have so far of that. I have started it.
Nice.
It does look nice. Like, it's looking really good. I don't think it's going to be as bad as I'm thinking. I think a lot of it's going to be after the fact.
I'm hoping the lighting effects and the ways I shaded it are just going to help it, and it's going to be easy for you. That's what my goal was when I did that page. My only thing about that page and you let me know what you think, the bottom panel, I'm not totally in love with the way Jeff looks in the bottom panel. Mm-hmm. I feel like he looks more roughed than the rest of the characters do in that page. So take a look at it. I think I might just go back and like make him look better. Okay,
cool. So I just won't do anything. Steven's going to go back and fix that page. I'm going to sit and complain about Steven's inadequacy and be like, Steven, why did you fail me? Why'd you fail? No, but yeah, dude, I'll definitely look at it. From what I've seen, it's good, but I know what you mean. Like sometimes when you look at things in passing, just like generally it looks good. And then you come back and you're like, oh, that was garbage. And I don't know how to explain it to Steven. What do I say now?
And it's tough because it is it's the bottom panel, so you got to think how big a comic page is. Like I'm seeing it blown up, and I'm seeing what I don't like. But like with word balloons and everything, I mean, I don't know how bad of it might just be enough because he's kind of in the background anyway in that panel. So I don't know. But anyways, that page is crazy. So good luck.
Yeah, dude. But I'm gonna get it done. But so this week, every week we talk about a lot of stuff. We usually we bookend. What our show is we bookend about our comic book a little bit. We say what we've done. We say what we're going to do. But in the middle, Steven, we talk about what happened this week and what got in the way of our various attempts at making things. We had a pretty busy week. Steven, this week, I want to tell you a little bit about a robot I dated, which was a vampire hunter, Steven. I want to talk a little bit about the convention and what we're gonna do and what we think we can do better. I'm gonna call that segment Conventional Wisdom.
Nice. Conventional Wisdom.
We have some sentences that we have to say, just like we're obligated to say some sentences from Twitter. We're gonna call it our Ron Burgundy segment. So we're gonna Ron Burgundy. We're gonna talk a little bit about your birthday because we got to hang out, and we're gonna talk, bookend it with what we're gonna do next. And we're gonna get the heck out of here, Steven. So let's do it. Are you ready?
Yep.
Steven, I was at work today. I was at work today. Have you read this? First of all, have you read my?
No, I always try to not read these if I know we're going to talk about them on
I'm
the podcast.
so glad you haven't read this one.
Yeah,
So
I try to, so that way it seems like I'm like because like usually when I read them, I genuinely laugh in the moment because I haven't read them yet. I usually avoid them on purpose.
Okay, Steven, I'm so glad you didn't read this one because this made my morning, Steven. Let me tell you, I was at work. Like, I work a retail job. It's the kind of job, like, we live in Florida. It's a, you know what it is. It's a tourist trap, especially now. People are like I don't want to wear masks. And, like, they're going, like, all the worst people are coming down here and, like shaking their, like, superpowers out and, like, being the worst villains in the world. And they're riding gators and doing meth and they're doing all this stuff. And, like, it can be terrible. But what happens is occasionally they realize like, oh, I can't live in that Neverland forever because although I'm somewhat rich, I'm not quite that rich yet. Dang it, you know. So it's like they head back for a little bit. So they leave. People are starting to leave, at least some of them. So
some more are staying than average.
We do still have the lingerers that are. It's happening. It is like you know we're having some people where it's like a new weird monster in the water now. You know. However, Steven, a lot of people have been leaving, which means like during my week, I have these weird, crazy lulls. And, like, it's so quiet that, like, not even my manager will tell me to do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? Like, I get to the point where it's just like, you know I've done everything I could possibly do. There's nothing to do. There's no one in the store. No one's going to give me crap if I'm texting for a second. And you shouldn't. If you do, you're an absolute savage monster demon. You, like...
Yep, you're just on a power trip and you're trying to flex it for some weird reason. Like,
yeah, because we all know what's going on. Like, we all know that, like, it's crickets in here. Who am I showing off for? You know, like, what is this? So I do my job. I've been doing the same job. I've been doing this job for years. They know I do what I'm supposed to do. But when it's dead, nothing to do, I get bored. I go on Twitter. I talk to people. I try to be funny, try to be engaging, try to be interesting, try to get like find people to watch our show and stuff. Occasionally, Steven, occasionally someone dives into my DMs and they're like, "Hey, you want to know about Bitcoin?" And I'm like, "You want to know how you're going to spend your next hour talking to this guy?"
You're going to think you got someone on the line and you don't.
So let's do an Anthony Dates Robots where you hit me with the...
Anthony Dates. I think it's with robots. It's been a minute since we've done this segment, so I can't remember if that's what I used to do. I think it is.
Okay, so I'm at work and I get a message from one Andrea... I don't know how to pronounce this, and I apologize to everyone who does, but I'm just going to go with Xiang.
That seems like a good attempt.
I'm going to go.
I'm going to jump right in.
So,
hello there. How are you doing today? Nice to meet you here.
Hey, I'll be better once I get my energy juice. You?
Okay, good to know. I'm fine. I'm Andrea from California, and you? Where are you from?
Transylvania.
Okay. I love how they always say okay. It's like my favorite thing. Okay. How is the weather over there?
I don't know. The curtains are closed for reasons.
LOL. Okay. Have you heard of Bitcoin broker investment?
Bitcoin? I bite often, and it does tend to taste like coins.
Solid line on your part, by the way. Bitcoin, you can Google it. It's an online cryptocurrency that you could invest in and start gaining 45% of your investment every 50 hours. Such a weird frame of time.
Right?
50 hours? Why 50s? Why is it 2 days and 2 hours?
2 days and 2 hours. It's so weird. It's also, but like it's all designed to just like it's overwhelming you with information, but it sounds like you can make money in this specific amount of time, and therefore it sounds legit. So this is really happening. So this person's messaging me, trying to get me to do this thing, and I'm saying, "Crypt? Bit? You're using a lot of words I like, but I have questions."
Okay, what are your questions?
Number one, when you say I will earn currency, how much blood are we talking? Number two, is there work involved? I haven't worked since 1843 and I don't plan on starting now. Number three, what is your blood type and do you enjoy garlic?
I just love his response to that passage. What do you mean blood?
So I was working, so I didn't get that right away. So it was like, what do you mean blood? And I didn't say, and then when I looked, there were a couple other messages. So
Yeah. There is no work involved. All you need to do is download blockchain on your app store and register it and link it with your bank so that you can be able to invest and receive your profits into your bank account. Blood type O negative. Profits
so they tell me their blood type. They tell me their blood type, Steven. I don't know what to do with that information. I was not prepared. So I'll tell you, in my brain, I was like, this is a trap. I don't trust this. This is gonna be one of my friends. This is someone. But you know what? I didn't call it out. I just kept going. I wanted to see.
I have to read it again just so people can appreciate, because I lost it. Just how he squeezes in his blood type between these two business comments. Like, there's no work involved. All you need to do is download blockchain on your app store, register and link it with your bank so that you can be able to invest and receive your profits into your bank account. Blood type O negative. Profits depend on how much you invest. That's what he did. He squeezed that.
He squeezed it. I mean, to his credit, or to their credit, I don't know. To their credit, they answered my question, Steven. So they said, they were asking about currency, and I said, blood is currency, no? What else would you... In any case, O negative is perfect.
And you?
I have no blood of my own. I feed and become a sort of undead haggis, like a walking piñata of various life juices. Do you want to work for me?
How am I supposed to work for you? Are you interested in investing?
So I ask, would you want to live forever?
Dude, this guy is so good. Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone to replace me. You see, I have a confession to make.
Okay. What confession?
I'm not the real Dracula. I was just a merchant who met a dark and mysterious man one night. He asked my blood type and then had me work with him. Each sunrise, he would say to me, "Good night, Anthony. Good work. I'll most likely drain you in the evening." But one night, he told me the truth. He confessed that he wasn't the real Dracula, and that he took up the name from someone he worked for a long time ago. So now I'm here, and it has been a fantastic afterlife, but I'm ready to move on. Would you like to be the next Dracula?
That's funny. Why would I want to be Dracula?
You're a wise person, Andrea Zhang.
Thanks. Do you want to invest?
I think we both know that I cannot help you. I could eat you if you're looking for that sort of thing.
What do you mean help? It for your own benefits, your money, your profits, not mine. You're not helping me, but helping yourself get more richer.
I have all the riches in the world, Andrea. I am lousy with what you call riches. I am done with that life. I am ready to move on. Will you end this for me?
Okay. How rich are you? What do you mean, end this for you?
I have everything I've ever wanted, except the sweet release of death.
Okay. I still don't understand you.
Will you stake me?
What do you want? How am I supposed to stake you?
Those details are up to you. Get creative with it. Swan dive, stake to the heart, blindfolded piñata stake, chicken dance. I can't believe I'm doing this. I must be nuts. Steak. The sky is the limit.
Oh man, the true businessman that Andrea is. Okay, how much are you paying me?
Okay, so when they said that, I was like, this has to be a joke. Okay, we're doing this. Let's bring up some numbers here. So I say 6. I don't know the blood to bit exchange rates, but at least 6 buckets.
What do you mean 6?
So I write the Roman numeral for 6. I write number of blood buckets for my staking. Is it a deal?
How much are you paying for it?
How much do you usually charge to stake a vampire?
Dude, he's got a price.
He's got a price.
$16,000.
Wow. So I write, those are serious Van Helsing numbers. Like, who does Andrea think they are? Like, what is going on here? What are you talking about? Like 16,000. First of all, Steven, Okay, I'm not gonna get too deep into this because I don't want like the internet to get on me, but like we all have our price. I'm not saying we don't all have our price, but like you're gonna say you're gonna murder someone for 16 grand. Now to me that's life-changing money, but is it I want to murder someone and have to be on the run forever type of money? I don't know. Maybe he's imagining like a puff of smoke, like a bunch of dust. Like they explode. No two vamps go out the same. He doesn't know. They're gonna try to take them.
Little does he know Anthony goes like they do in the bathtub.
I keep saying I'm sorry for any like honestly. Okay, so I'll tell you. I'm gonna like spoiler alert. I'll tell you. This conversation literally ended with me saying, "What are your pronouns?" Because I wanted to know how to talk about this, and they blocked me. And I don't know if those things are related, but I was like, "This is obnoxious." I was like, "I just want to know how to like do this like appropriately." So anyway, I say those are some serious Van Helsing numbers.
How much do you have?
6 buckets of blood. But seriously, who are you and why do you charge so much to kill a vampire?
Vampires are dangerous. End scene. So that was a beautiful one,
dude. Okay, it's incredible. Like I cut off. Like we had a little bit of back and forth after that because I was just like, basically what I did after that was I tried to feel out like to make sure it wasn't someone I know because like that's always my fear with these things where I'm like, I've been doing this long enough to where like there have been a couple of people who came into my DMs with alt accounts trying to be funny, and I get it, and like sometimes it's fun, but for the most part, I'm like it steals the joy from me, where I'm like it's fun to talk to them and like know that I'm wasting the time of someone who would otherwise be wasting the time of someone else, and like I like that part. When and it feels like I'm like, oh, this will be good for our show. People will enjoy this. This is like fun content, and people like this kind of stuff. Cool. I like doing it. They like seeing it. Everybody wins. But when someone's like, I'm not really a bot, I'm like, well, who do I like? What? Okay, so what? I'm the target. Is that what's going on? Like that's who really like wants to see that story. Like it's not really funny because like the reveal is so anticlimactic because it's like, okay, I'm being funny with you. I'm not really a bot. Okay, cool. I still made funny vampire jokes, but now it's not as funny because you were intentionally doing, Yeah. So I was like, anyway, so the end of that.
So much funnier when they are just like someone giving you a price.
Yes.
Dude. Like a legitimate price to slay a vampire.
Yes, and it's so
That's
funny.
Hilarious.
Like, you can tell that person just wanted to get back to business, and they were trying to just tolerate. Because when you're just tolerating something because you're hoping to like get like more information from a person or whatever, it can be so funny. But anyway, I love doing those. Those are so funny, dude. I'm so glad you didn't read that one. That was hilarious.
Oh, dude, I can't believe like how much he went with it. Like that's the best part.
Crazy. All right. So yeah, if you want to see more of those, you can check out Twitter. I made a hashtag. It's just hashtag Anthony Dates Robots. Also hashtag Anthony Dates Scammers. You can go and read like the previous ones. We've also posted a few on our podcast, and they're always so much fun, dude. I love doing those things. Next, Steven, I'd like to talk to you about this convention we have coming up, and pretty much like get your get your feel for it and like what you think we should do. So for those of you who don't know, we have a convention coming up on June 11th. It's SpaceCon in Fort Myers, Florida. Steven, will you give me one of your classic like conventional wisdom? Like I want like a cool new tone.
So basically, you want me to come up with
I want you to say
introduction?
I want you to say, introduction.
I got you. Fellow ostrich colonists, Stevie Wildcard and Anthony LaFusi present to you conventional wisdom.
Okay. Steven, that was the sexiest thing I've ever heard in my life. So we've only done one. We've done one convention. We have one thing. Like, so...
And we're obviously pros now.
I was going to say, if you know anything about people, especially us types peoples, we know everything there is to know about conventions now, Steven. We're really good at it. It's a Dunning-Kruger like majesty. Like we absorb like Neo all of the wisdom of the conventions. So we have not that we've observed everything, but we have learned some stuff. Like we do know now that we need freaking stickers, Steven. We know stickers work.
Stickers do work. People love free stickers.
People love free stickers. So this week I will solidify some stickers and I will ship off for them. I'm gonna do that. That's conventional wisdom number 1. We're gonna get freaking free stuff. Free stuff for them. Doesn't matter if it's stickers, posters, something cool. Not just like a business card. That's cool too. But like, how many business cards or like some kind of flyer have you thrown away? I don't really want flyers. I don't really want business cards. I'll keep them. I like if they're my friends already. I love that stuff for some reason. Like I'm just like, oh, cool. Like I will take like I'm lousy with stickers and stuff. I have like 20-10 minute stickers and like paranormal burrito stickers and like all kinds of cool stuff, and I'll keep it forever, like a crazy keepsake. And I don't have any of that's like, I don't know, like I'm not like a sentimental person when it comes to objects, but like when it comes to like my friends' merch stuff, I just hold on, like hoard it like Gollum, and like, you know, I'm just like my precious. Anyway, but strangers, when I meet strangers and they're like, here's a business card, it's like pff, like out of in one ear out the other, don't care. However, Steve and I recognize stickers, dude. All we had to say was want a free sticker, and people were at our table, right?
Yep. They were. And even if only 10% of those people maybe checked it out that day, which I did feel like we had additional views that week for sure on that video. Yeah, I think it's a good strategy, and stickers only cost us so much. I mean,
yes, no, they're relatively cheap, relatively inexpensive, and they ship pretty quickly. So we have more than a month to go before our convention. I'll do it in the next couple days. I have off Wednesday. I'll probably do it Wednesday. And I'll order some stickers. We also, Steven, we are going to be, as comic book, indie creators, we end up in the artist alley. We only have a couple of comic books to physically sell people, and we have stickers to give away. I think we're going to need some art prints. You and I both have art prints that we've made or like art that we've made that we could easily make prints of. And it doesn't even have to be any, like, it's just the drawings you've already done. We print up like simple copies of them. We'll put them in a couple of nice books. People can look through them if they want. And while they're looking through those, we talk to them about our comic books and stuff. Or I'll talk to them about the comic books, and you draw pictures and give them pictures to people. That was also a really good deal.
Yeah, that was. People like that too.
Yeah. So, dude, so this week, in addition to like getting like your comic book stuff done, like I think we should definitely send away for some kind of print and like see what the turnaround time is and stuff for that kind of stuff.
Okay, I probably will get mine all solidified. My week last week was busy. We'll talk about it later, but yeah, I do have a couple I can print, so I'll go for that this week too.
Yeah, so I mean, so this week I'll just like look through my old prints, and I'll see like what kind of stuff people might be interested in, because I do have like a few things. Like I have my Guardians of the Galaxy Bill Watterson thing, the Calvin Hobbes drawing. Have you ever seen that one? Yeah, so like, yeah, like I have the Groot one too. Oh, that's true. I have like the I'm cute. Yeah, I have that one. I have like, so like I can even like kind of do like quick backgrounds and stuff on some of them, that are just like simple line art and stuff. But like we both have like the ability, and we already have the inventory. We already have these drawings. We might as well just invest a little bit of money in prints so that we can sell them at the convention.
Ooh, should I do the Sinister Six one? I didn't even think about that one.
Dude, that's a genius print. Dude,
I forgot about that one. And I don't know how I forgot about that one. Booty Carnage?
Yeah, Booty Carnage. Dude, Booty Carnage. You need to sell Booty Carnage. So, Steven, those will 100% sell. All right, dude. So, what else do you think we need to prepare for the convention?
Stickers, prints.
Duct tape, Steven. We need duct tape. No, Steven, I'm sorry. For those of you who don't remember, we did one convention. I asked Steven, just please pick up some duct tape. He did not do it. Just didn't grab that duct tape.
I did not grab the duct tape. I grabbed everything else, like frame, all the things he didn't tell me to grab, and I just made extra things for no reason.
So funny.
If I would have grabbed duct tape, we wouldn't have even needed frames, because we would have just duct taped the pictures to the table and it would have been good.
Perfect stuff. No, it all worked out. It was beautiful. For those of you who haven't seen, this was a picture from our first con. I think we did a great job. I think we set it up. It looked really nice. We could fix like the tablecloth and stuff next time. In the future, I want to get one of those cool backdrop things that everyone seems to like adore. It's cool though. I like our setup. I think we did a really good job for our first con. So.
For sure. I hope we get to sit next to cool people again.
Oh, me too, dude. That's so our first con, we met a couple of really cool people. And like I want to hang out with Meg again. I can't believe we're not friends.
We actually have to flesh out the details for that class. Steven and I are going to teach the class. We're going to teach a class. I got to talk to Meg about that, and like I need to take a day off work because it's only during the week, unfortunately. So
that's gonna be crazy, dude. It's really cool. Steven was invited to teach a class about comic books and comic book making, and he's like, I got this. I can't wait to get paid to teach people about comic books. I was like, Steven, you know what would be awesome? And he was like, what? And I was like, if I was also invited to do that thing.
He's lying, everybody. I literally, like, the first person I messaged when Meg messaged me was like, I was like, hey Meg, let me ask Anthony, because I would prefer to do this as a team.
I cried for 3 days, Meg. My whole heart. No, let me tell you, listeners, viewers, I sat right beside Meg. Steven was in his drawing mode. He's drawing. I'm sitting there bonding with Meg. Just Meg and I being besties. We were like right away. We were on each other's Instagrams. We were just being friends. I was talking to her about her stuff. I bought one of her prints. It was amazing. I was like, we're going to know each other forever. You're my best friend, first friend at a convention. Can't wait, Meg. And Meg was like, I like your friend. Like, what if I just like was friends with your friend?
Oh, the woes of Anthony.
Steven, I have the first bad problems of the world. It's not first world problems, they're the worst problems. So they're not the worst things. No, I hope everyone can like appreciate that I'm clearly like just being silly and hyperbolic. Yeah. And like I know that what Meg did is the worst thing anyone's ever done, and she broke my heart. No,
Anthony makes me laugh like Sagat, like that.
But no, dude, I'm totally with you. I really hope, like, the first time, it made all the difference. It totally helped our situation. It made me feel comfortable being there at all. Because, like, you know, like, looking at everyone's work, the imposter syndrome starts to set in. You start thinking, like, oh, we don't have, like, the cool backdrop. We don't have all the stuff set up. Like, oh, what do we do? Like, we're trying, we're getting there. This is our first attempt, guys. But, like, I don't know. Like at first, I felt a little weird. I felt like a small fish in like a medium pond, and I was like, "This is kind of awkward," you know. But I think we got through it. I think like we handled it pretty well. We sold a bunch of books, and I'm happy. Is there anything else you could think of like right now? I think we covered like a decent amount of stuff that like we can definitely do. Is there anything else?
Yeah. I mean, it's just promoting ourselves, maybe more QR codes for other links and stuff like that, like things just so people can find us easily. That's the most important thing. Like I've even worked on branding myself more so that my ads are pretty much all Stevie Wildcard now. Like that's important. Like having a brand for yourself and like selling who you are as a person is what you're trying to do, because let's be real, we all have different arts and different skills, and you have to connect with people. And like for me, it's easy because I like do genuinely connect with people, and like, so you just got to be able to give them the information, because like, you can't just be like, oh, let me get my, and you like try to like look for no, you got to have the information ready to go. You got to have things that they can find you easily, basically.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a segment called We're Ron Burgundy, where I post on Twitter and I give people the opportunity to tell us any sentence they'd like us to read in the podcast. If you're one of those people and you're interested in us reading your sentence on the podcast, good. Just follow me, follow Steven on Twitter, and you can see these posts every other week or so, and we will read whatever ridiculous sentence you say. Sometimes we do it in silly voices, sometimes we don't, sometimes we almost always do. We almost always do ridiculous voices, but promos are allowed. Basically anything goes. We're going to use our discretion. We're not going to read anything like hateful or ridiculous. Like, I mean, we will read ridiculous stuff, just not like, don't be a monster, not a
don't try to make us be monsters with your monsters.
Yeah, exactly. Don't make us into you. Let's meet in the middle here and just have fun. So okay, so we have some.
You better start off with that very first comment.
Okay, so are we? Okay,
I'm just kidding. You don't have to.
So it says, "How about this is the water and this is the well. Drink full and descend. The horse is the white of the eyes and the dark within." Also, Lost Between Worlds is fully funded on Kickstarter. Check it out!
Check it out, ladies and gentlemen.
For real, Edwin. Check it out. We are so happy that freaking Edwin's book, I knew it. Of course we knew that it was going to get funded.
He's got something good going with that series. I knew for sure he'd get funded, but it's just good to see it happen so early, and now he can breathe, like that.
Heck yeah, dude. Congratulations, Edwin.
And anything else?
For everyone watching, Edwin was our buddy. He was on our show a couple weeks ago. He's such a good guy. He's such a great person. He's a great creator. He's a good writer.
Stephanie's great too.
I mean, of course, like Stephanie is fantastic. I love these people. I think that they're really good at what they do, and like, he's amazing. And like, I'm so happy for him that he's funded. I knew he would be, but it's like it's so cool when it happens, and it's like sometimes it's a nail biter, Steven. Now when I was like, yes, it's done, and there's time, Okay, so next we have one from Danny.
Ben Affleck's Daredevil is incredibly underrated.
I mean, that's just true. That's just true. I mean, okay. You point to another movie where the villain is named Bullseye and misses like a million times, like,
and also rubs his head and goes, bullseye.
like, how do you have a character who supposedly never misses and then have him literally like have a bullseye? If you get a brand on your forehead, if you
you better hit your mark.
Yes. Like, I mean, this dude, like, I mean, he kills it like an elderly person on an airplane with an olive by flicking it in their throat, right? Like he can do anything except for hit Daredevil with any weapon.
The worst part for him being when he shatters the glass pane.
Oh,
literally,
he's just like Gambit, like he's making it rain with glass.
And Daredevil's just dodging all of it.
Dodging every single attack. Like you're so good at this, and this blind superhero has dodged every attempt on his life. It's amazing. JD, who in the past has always commented on these with a gift. I'm so sorry. Wants us to say, and I quote,
I love it.
All right. Next,
and the best part is JD listens to the podcast, so he's not even going to see you. He's going to see you act that out.
JD is basically the sound producer, and he's the sound engineer. He's always helping me remember to post the audio, and I would forget otherwise, and I'm so thankful for him. So thank you again, JD, every week. Next, I see one from someone called Stefan the Wieldest Card, and it says, retweeted it. I want Anthony to say, Steven is horrible. I fucking hate this guy so much. And then I want Steven to say,
ooh, what a lovely tea party.
I hope we did that to your liking, Stefan.
The wieldest card medium.
Okay, so then we have one from Jackson Howe, whom I think is one of the coolest people on Twitter. But we have to say, today's show is sponsored by the Tiny Terrorist Daycare Center, where they can't run away because they're Velcroed to the wall.
I mean, I could have said, you all go check out our good friend Jackson Howell at Dr. Scribbles MD, but that is so dreadfully boring. I just had to put his other comment in there because...
Go do it. We needed to. Yeah, I think you should. Go check out Dr. Scribbles MD at Twitter. And, wherever else he might be. I don't know. But I do like Jackson a lot. Let me see. Oh, this guy seemed cool. I don't really know this guy very well, but Brett Talent said... The People Eaters by Brett Talent is a masterful monster horror story replete with incredibly visceral descriptions that take you into the story and push you out the other side in night sweats. So
nice.
Yeah. Or, I mean, alternatively, you can be like, The People Eaters by Brett Talent is masterful.
Monster horror story.
Okay, this says, this is the last one. Nicole Herbert is our new favorite author. I was going to say Arthur. Let me do, take two, acting. Nicole Herbert is our new, I should do it like I would really say it. Like, Nicole Herbert is our new favorite author. I got that. Steven.
Nicole Herbert is
Nicole Herbert.
Yeah.
I can't. You're tearing me apart, Nicole.
What about a jerk? Nicole Herbert's our new favorite author, Anthony. She's our new favorite author. Nicole Herbert's our new favorite author.
Nicole Herbert. Oh man.
Nicole Herbert's on. I can't do Kramer.
Yeah, no one should.
No one should. Yeah, that is just retired.
I'm sorry, we retired him. Okay. No, we need a door.
Burying you.
But anyway, okay, Steven. Okay, we did our Ron Burgundy. Thank you everyone for participating. If you'd like to be a part of that, usually we put them after the credits, and they're fun to do. Steven, I'd like to talk for a second about your birthday in general. So how was your birthday? You turned 35 years of the olds. Like but you went around this sun a bunch of times, man. Like, how was your birthday this year?
It was amazing for a multifaceted reasons, but like, it was incredible. Let's see. So prior to my actual day of birth, Tina dragged me into my man cave, my wild cave, while I was still in my work clothes, and told me that Anthony wanted. I guess Anthony wanted to call me on Zoom. So Anthony calls me on Zoom, and all of you wonderful, fantastic, amazing Twitter people left me the sweetest birthday wishes, and I love all of you for it. It was so fantastic. But on top of those wonderful, amazing Twitter birthday wishes, Anthony procured cameo birthday wishes from Jeff Anderson, Jason Mewes, and James Marsters. And they were all incredible in their own way. But I have to give James Marsters is a close second, but I have to give number one to Jeff Anderson, because that dude did not need to talk for as long as he did. He did not need to take that much time out of his day for me. And he just spent so like, it just seemed so genuine, so awesome, like so artist to artist. So he was just amazing. Like his cameo was incredible.
Yeah, dude, when I saw that, I sat there in awe watching that, and I was just like, how can I not tell Steven about this immediately? It blew my mind. I was sitting there and I was like he shared, so Jeff Anderson, I'll post a picture of it. I can screenshot it. There's I did post a video. I took it down just so people didn't confuse it with our newest episode, but I could put it back up in the future. But dude, I'll post a picture of Jeff Anderson's art. He does these glass mosaics, and when he shared it with me, I was just like, I can't believe how good this is, and I hate you a little bit. Anyone who's ever seen Clerks, Jeff Anderson, Randall is such a funny character. I feel like a lot of my young life was modeled after wanting to be like Randall. We all felt we identified with Randall as we're the funny people who love movies, and we're sarcastic, and we don't want to put up with people's nonsense, and it's we all, and he was so much better at it than we could have been, of course, because he's written by freaking Kevin Smith, but also because Jeff Anderson is just a badass, apparently, and I can't, I saw that art, and I was just I freaking love and hate you right now. I can't wait.
I love how humble he actually is about it. He doesn't think it's I don't draw, this, but it's no, dude, those mosaics, that's insane. My mind couldn't even wrap around where to begin with that type of art, and it was so great. It was so fantastic. And it's just so cool that he felt inspired to share that with me. And it was just awesome, dude. It was an incredible experience for sure.
Yeah, dude.
I enjoyed every second of his cameo. It was fantastic. Cause he was so good at weaving in and out of dropping Clerks references and being who he is and sharing who he is. And it was an awesome cameo. It was fantastic.
He's incredible. If he's doing that for all the cameos, then he is freaking top.
He's the best person to cameo.
The best person to get a cameo for. If you're out there and you're I love Clerks, or I know someone who loves Clerks, go on cameo.com and find Jeff Anderson and be hey, we appreciate you and think you're amazing. And I do. So he mentioned Steven. So Jeff Anderson, Randall from Clerks, someone we love, mentioned, made jokes about our podcast and said, oh, I should be on that podcast. I have issues, and was talking, blah, 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 and saying all this stuff. And it was so great, and it made me so happy. And I was just oh my God, what if we actually got Jeff Anderson on our podcast? That would be so neat.
That would be so insane.
So dude, I kind of feel we might as well try, right? I'm not saying we're going to do it, but I think that there's a chance. So on Cameo, there's an opportunity. On Cameo, they give you the opportunity to send a video back to people. Jeff Anderson at the end of his video says, you can tell me what you think of my art, or whatever. You're not going to do that. I think you should do it. I think you should right now take this moment to tell Jeff Anderson. I know you just did, but let's compact it and just say, tell him, to him specifically, not the podcast, but to him, tell Jeff Anderson what you thought of his art, and also invite him on our podcast.
Jeff, I wanted to take this time to just tell you how beyond thankful I am, because that was the last thing I was expecting on my birthday was this amazing cameo from someone that I idolized growing up, teenage to young adulthood. And for someone like you to take so much time out of your day to make your cameo that much extra special, and to share your beautiful, amazing, incredible mosaic art that you were so humble about, and you absolutely do not need to be humble about. You can totally brag about that. Was so incredible. And I just want to let you know that I know you're a busy man, but if you ever want to, and if you ever want to share your issues with us, we would love to have you on, even for 5 minutes on our podcast. Thank you so much for making my birthday so incredible and so amazing. You're a great person.
That was beautiful, Steven. That was
Was that
wonderful.
good?
That's gonna make Jeff Anderson's day, I hope. But yeah, dude, so you got that video. Then Steven, I'm gonna say, look, I knew you'd love that stuff. And I was like, I want you to have this. And like I thought it would be a really cool birthday gift. I feel like I've like, I don't know. I don't know how friends give birthday gifts. It's always weird. You know, it's kind of weird, right? Like not that it's weird to give gifts, but it's like you don't always give your friends birthday gifts unless there's like a party. And sometimes you do if you think of something or if you find something. But like, I don't know, we do this every week, and I was just like, I feel like I want Steven to have something. So I did that, and I was like, it was just like, it hurt my brain that I couldn't get Kevin Smith, Steven. It hurt my brain, because I was like, I'm gonna get J Muse, I'm gonna get freaking Randall, I just want to get Kevin Smith. And like, he's not on Cameo. I couldn't even pay for him, even if I had the money. And I was like, what do I, this sucks. And I just couldn't do it. So Steven, I took one last shot on Twitter, and I was like, hey, Kevin Smith, it's my friend's birthday. He loves you, and it would mean the world if you would say happy birthday to him. And he freaking did, Steven.
He freaking did. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. Right freaking here. K-Dog himself, Kevin Smith, wished me a happy freaking birthday.
Kevin Smith of episode 100 fame. Kevin Smith, who's going to be on episode 100 of our podcast. We don't know that for sure. Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor. He did not say that. He does not. Don't. I mean, you can go on his Twitter and ask him nicely for us on our behalf, and I will continue to do it at least once a week for the rest of my life. But no, he hasn't solidified that he's gonna do it though. He's gonna be on episode 100. Anyway, all right, dude, like the end of our show, we always wrap it up and we talk about what we're going to do next. What do you have next for this week? What are you doing?
So this week, I'm going to do my best to avoid all Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness spoilers.
Yeah,
until Saturday at 9:15.
I'm going to see it on Thursday. I can't.
I was going to see it on Thursday, but the seats sucked that were available still at Marquee. So I was like, Saturday at 9:15. So I was going to survive the weekend, which is going to be difficult.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to bombard you with his texts.
I still can't believe that
I know.
It was a Facebook news because I always click. I don't really use Facebook, but I do hit news on it because it usually has like relevant news to me. And like literally, just a news article had a spoiler in the freaking title. I was so pissed. But anyways, beyond trying to dodge spoilers, I'm going to work on page 18. So I believe page 18 is when Deathless pulls Douglas's body up by the hair. And
okay, that should be fun and it's not too difficult, but it should be fun.
That's the page before the great fall, right? Yeah, because Huzzah's the last thing he says. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's my goal is to get that page done. So that'd be page 18.
So I am going to finish coloring the daunting page that I'm working on, which I think is page 9. And I'm like, if I can finish that, I'll start the next one. I know the following week I'm gonna get a lot done because my son will go with his mom and I'll have off and stuff. I do have off this Wednesday, so I should be able to finish that page. I'm really looking forward to diving in and getting it done. I'm also going to look at the print situation, and I'm going to ship off for stickers.
That's what I'm also doing that with.
Yes. So that's what we're doing this week, dude. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I love you, Steven. I love you
too, Anthony.
Thank you all for watching. What?
Thank you for making my birthday happy. I also need to say that Tina made my birthday incredibly happy as well because she's an amazing wife, and my children are they're adequate, but my wife is incredible. I love my kids too.
I agree. Your wife is incredible. Tina, you're amazing. We love you. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're only listening on one of the various podcasting apps, thank JD on Twitter. But thank you. And join us on YouTube at youtube.com/wehaveissuespodcast. Hit the little ostrich wherever it is. It's over here somewhere, I think. I don't know. But hit the little ostrich. Subscribe to our podcast. Help us build the numbers. Help us reach more people. Share it with all of your friends. Share it with your family. Help us build a colony. Help us freaking get our names out there. But we really do appreciate you. If you've made it this far in the episode, we really do love you and know that you're here for us, and we appreciate all of your support. And thank you. I hope you'll join us next week. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Stevie Wildcard.
This has been episode 87 of We Have Issues. We'll see you next time.
Funny enough, 87 is the year I was born, and this is the episode where we talk about my birthday. So I think that's kismet. I think that's fate.
Least popular episode. Steven, relive the thing you just did. Relive the funny moment.
All right, so my audio's good?
Oh yeah, your audio's good, dude. I hear you.
Okay, sorry. Let me double check that real quick. I think it's on
I think
Scarlet.
you're recording the right mic. The right mic.
All right, now how about you can't see my boxers, right?
No, I can't see your boxers. Stand up, Steven. We need your boxers.
No Stevie Wildhog today, everybody. Sorry, everybody. We actually that just happened prior to recording.
That was a take two. That was a perfect take two. Steven, you and I are gonna have to act a little bit in the future. Actually, Steven, we have some acting to do tonight because I want to read Anthony Dates Robots.
Nice. Yeah, I think the acting in the short film that you're writing out, I think it's obviously going to take us a little practice to not feel so robotic, but I know we can do it. I mean, I think what's going to end up happening is we're going to follow the script as tightly as possible, but we'll probably like slightly ad lib so it's more casual in the moment.
For sure.
That's more than likely what's going to happen.
I'll take those insults that you just threw at me and I'll bury them deep down. I'll never bring them up again, Steve. It
hurts.
It hurts. I'm crying on the outside now.
I think I would just rewrite the script on the fly because fuck your writing. I'm just kidding. Can't say that too.
I figure I'll show up on the day with my crayon in my hand. It's better than this crap you showed up with.
Yeah, I just made some changes.
You hand me a book.
It's actually a Loch Ness monster movie now. I figured we'd go to Scotland and
I'm the main character. You're not in it, unfortunately. I play all the characters. This is my Eddie Murphy vehicle where I'm just all the clumps.
It's just me.